Have you ever felt like he's giving you subtle hints, but isn't outright telling you how he feels? Maybe his words don't match his actions, or you catch him doing things that seem a little too intentional, but he never comes out and says it. This is one of the most confusing yet exciting situations in any relationship or potential romance. Men who like someone often struggle to express their feelings directly, either out of fear of rejection, insecurity, or wanting to keep things casual until they feel certain. But even when they don't say it, their actions reveal the truth in ways that are sometimes impossible to ignore. In today's video, we're going to break down 15 clear signs he likes you more than he admits. These are the subtle behaviors, the small gestures, and the hidden cues that show his heart is involved, even if his mouth refuses to say the words. You might notice he always finds excuses to talk to you, seems nervous around you, or remembers details about your life that most people would forget. Maybe he texts or calls more often than necessary, teases you in a playful way, or even changes his body language when you're nearby. These are all indicators that he is emotionally invested, even if he's trying to play it cool. Understanding these signs is important because it helps you see the truth behind his actions. You'll learn to differentiate between casual friendliness and genuine attraction. Instead of second-guessing every interaction or feeling anxious about mixed signals, this guide will give you clarity. You will be able to notice the patterns in his behavior, see the little things he does to impress you, support you, or subtly be near you, and understand that these are not coincidences, they are signs of hidden affection. By paying attention to these cues, you can also respond appropriately. Maybe you've been wondering if he feels the same way, or perhaps you're trying to see if there's potential for something deeper. This video will help you read between the lines, understand his silent signals, and give you insight into his true feelings. Even if he's hesitant to admit it, these signs show his intentions and emotions clearly. So, if you've ever questioned whether he likes you, noticed subtle behaviors that made you wonder, or felt that he's giving hidden signals, stay tuned. We're about to explore the 15 signs that reveal he likes you more than he admits. From nervous gestures to playful teasing, from thoughtful attention to subtle jealousy. By the end of this video, you'll be able to confidently recognize these signs and understand the deeper meaning behind his actions. Get ready, because these clues are all around you. You just need to know what to look for. Let's dive in and uncover the hidden signs that is silently, secretly, and deeply attracted to you. 1. He finds any excuse to talk to you. When a man likes you more than he admits, one of the first signs is that he will constantly find ways to initiate conversation. Even if the topic is trivial or seems unnecessary, he will find a reason to reach out. This could be asking about your day, sending a message about something minor, or even sharing a meme he thinks you would enjoy. The key here is consistency. He doesn't just talk to you when convenient, but he makes an effort to stay in touch. It shows that your presence in his life matters more than he lets on. Often, he might act casual, pretending the interaction is spontaneous, but deep down, he is carefully making sure he remains on your radar. This behavior is subtle because he might be worried about appearing too forward, but his actions betray the truth. Over time, these small conversations accumulate, building a pattern that reflects genuine interest. Notice how he tries to prolong interactions or cleverly brings topics back to you. Even if he's shy, he will create opportunities to talk, asking questions that let him know more about your life, preferences, or thoughts. He may even start conversations with seemingly random topics just to keep the communication going. This is a clear sign that he likes you more than he admits because he values every interaction as a chance to connect with you, even if he masks it with casual or friendly behavior. 2. His body language gets nervous around you. Body language is one of the most honest indicators of hidden feelings. When he likes you more than he admits, his body often gives away what his words try to hide. He may fidget with his hands, adjust his clothes, or avoid direct eye contact at first. Sometimes, he may lean slightly closer to you when talking or unconsciously mirror your posture. These are signs that he is mentally and emotionally invested in your presence. Nervous laughter, slight stammering, or sudden silence when you catch him looking at you are all indicators of internal tension caused by attraction. He might also display micro-expressions, like subtle smiles, eyebrow raises, or quick glances, which show excitement or interest. Unlike normal nervousness, this behavior intensifies specifically around you, highlighting the emotional weight he places on your attention and opinion. Over time, you might notice a pattern. He becomes more comfortable around friends or in general situations, but reverts to subtle nervousness whenever you're close. This inconsistency is a strong clue that his feelings for you are stronger than he wants to admit. Observing his physical reactions, such as slightly sweating palms, a racing heartbeat he tries to hide, or leaning in when you speak, can reveal the depth of his unspoken affection. The more attentive you are to these small cues, the clearer it becomes that his body communicates what his words conceal. 3. He remembers small details about you. A man who likes you deeply will naturally pay attention to the small details you share. He remembers your favorite food, your preferred coffee order, or even minor anecdotes you casually mention. While it may seem like everyday listening, the effort he puts into recalling these details shows genuine interest. He might reference something you said weeks ago or surprise you by bringing up a hobby you only mentioned in passing. This is his way of demonstrating that he values your words and wants to make a connection beyond superficial conversation. Remembering small details also reflects his desire to create shared experiences. He may suggest going to a place you once mentioned loving or giving gifts that align with your preferences. Even if he acts nonchalant, his memory acts as a silent declaration of his feelings. It shows he listens actively and internally catalogs your likes, dislikes, and quirks to better understand you. This behavior often goes unnoticed because it's subtle, but it's one of the clearest indicators of unspoken affection. Unlike casual friends, someone who likes you will intentionally retain information about you to show thoughtfulness, build rapport, and create moments where he can impress you without appearing obvious. Over time, this consistent attention to detail signals a deeper emotional investment, revealing that he likes you far more than he openly admits. 4. He texts or calls more than necessary. Frequent communication is a major sign of hidden affection. When a man likes you more than he admits, he will often text or call you beyond what is necessary. This doesn't mean he's being intrusive. Instead, it's his way of staying connected, even if the conversation is casual or mundane. He might check in just to see how your day is going or send short messages that show his thinking of you. Sometimes he will find excuses to reach out, like sharing a song, article, or joke he thinks you'll like. The frequency and consistency of these interactions indicate that he wants to maintain your presence in his life. He may also try to engage you in conversations that last longer than normal, subtly testing your interest and building emotional closeness. Importantly, these messages often carry subtle hints, compliments, playful teasing, or genuine curiosity about your thoughts and feelings. Even when he doesn't explicitly express romantic interest, the pattern of reaching out repeatedly suggests that he values communication with you above other interactions. Over time, this persistent attention shows that he likes you more than he admits, as maintaining this level of contact requires conscious effort and emotional investment. 5. He compliments you subtly. When a man likes you but doesn't openly admit it, he often resorts to subtle compliments rather than direct declarations. These compliments might focus on your personality, intelligence, humor, or style in ways that feel natural and casual. Instead of saying, "I like you," he might praise the way you handle the situation, your taste in music, or your sense of humor. Subtle compliments allow him to express admiration without risking rejection, making it easier for him to maintain composure. The key is in the details. He notices things others might overlook and comments on them, showing that he is paying attention. Sometimes these compliments are disguised as friendly observations, like mentioning how creative you are, how kind you seem, or how good you are at something you enjoy. Over time, these small affirmations accumulate, revealing his deeper feelings. Even if he downplays it or laughs it off, his consistent focus on positive aspects of you reflects his emotional investment. Subtle compliments serve as gentle signals that he likes you more than he admits, creating an invisible thread of admiration that only attentive eyes can notice. 6. He gets jealous when others are close to you. A man who likes you more than he admits will often show subtle signs of jealousy. This isn't necessarily loud or obvious jealousy, Rather, it appears in small behavioral shifts. For example, he may become quieter or more tense when someone else gets your attention. He might tease you, make playful comments, or even try to redirect your focus back to him. These reactions occur because he cares deeply about your emotional connection and feels a natural protective instinct toward the bond you share. Jealousy in this context is a sign of emotional investment. It shows he values his place in your life and fears losing your attention. He may also compare himself silently to others, feeling anxious when he perceives a threat to the potential relationship. Often, this jealousy manifests in micro-behaviors, like watching you closely during interactions, subtly inserting himself into group conversations, or attempting to demonstrate his qualities quietly to stand out. Even if he hides it well, people who know him closely may notice that his attention on you intensifies whenever someone else comes close. This behavior demonstrates that his feelings for you are stronger than he wants to admit. He might try to rationalize his emotions, but his protective instincts reveal the depth of his unspoken attraction. Over time, these moments of jealousy are clear indicators that he likes you and is emotionally invested in ensuring you notice him over others. Observing these patterns consistently will make it obvious that his affection runs deeper than his words suggest. 7. He mirrors your actions and gestures. Mirroring is an unconscious behavior that happens when someone is attracted to another person. If he likes you more than he admits, you will notice that he often mimics your actions, gestures, or speech patterns. For instance, if you cross your arms, he might do the same. If you take a sip of your drink, he may do it shortly after. This subtle imitation occurs because humans naturally mirror those they are emotionally connected to, creating a sense of harmony and shared energy. Mirroring is not always intentional. It's a subconscious way of building rapport and signaling interest. The closer he mirrors you, the more likely it is that he feels a strong emotional or romantic connection. You may also notice he aligns his tone of voice or the pace of his speech with yours. These small actions indicate that he is paying attention to you in ways beyond casual observation. By reflecting your behavior, he creates a silent bond that fosters comfort and intimacy, making you feel understood and connected without him needing to say a word. Over time, the cumulative effect of this mirroring signals that he likes you more than he admits. It's a behavioral cue that goes beyond friendship, showing that he unconsciously prioritizes matching your energy and connecting with you on a deeper level. If you notice consistent mirroring in various situations, it's a strong sign that his feelings for you are genuine and hidden beneath his outward composure. 8. He makes time for you despite being busy. Time is one of the most valuable resources a person can give, and when a man likes you more than he admits, he will prioritize spending time with you, even if his schedule is packed. He may cancel or reschedule other commitments, carve out moments in his day, or find creative ways to see you or communicate. This is a subtle yet powerful signal that he values your presence and wants to be a part of your life. Even short interactions, like a quick coffee, a text check-in, or a brief walk, carry significant meaning. Making time for you reflects intentional effort and shows that he is willing to invest emotionally. Often, he will appear busy to others, but his actions reveal a conscious choice to maintain closeness with you. It's not just about quantity. The quality of time matters too. He engages genuinely during the moments he spends with you, actively listening and showing interest in your thoughts and feelings. By consistently making time, he demonstrates that his feelings go beyond casual friendship. This behavior is especially telling if he has a demanding lifestyle yet still finds opportunities to be around you. Over time, his willingness to prioritize you amidst other responsibilities becomes a clear indicator that he likes you more than he admits. It reflects commitment, care, and the subtle intention of building a deeper bond without openly stating it. 9. He teases you playfully. Playful teasing is a common sign that a man likes you but doesn't want to overtly admit his feelings. He may joke about small habits, quirks, or funny situations involving you, but in a way that feels affectionate rather than mean-spirited. Teasing creates a light-hearted connection and allows him to engage with you emotionally while keeping the mood casual. This behavior often signals comfort and emotional closeness, indicating that he feels secure enough to interact in a personal and playful manner. When he teases you, It's often combined with laughter, smiles, or subtle glances, suggesting deeper interest. Playful banter serves multiple purposes. It allows him to express attraction indirectly, gauge your reactions, and create moments of intimacy without vulnerability. Unlike casual jokes with friends, his teasing will often be focused on you and carry a personal touch. Over time, these interactions build a pattern of emotional engagement, signaling that he likes you more than he admits. Even if he tries to appear nonchalant, the frequency, consistency, and subtle emotional cues embedded in the teasing reveal his underlying feelings. Recognizing this playful behavior as a sign of hidden affection helps you understand that his interest goes beyond surface-level friendship and reflects genuine emotional investment. 10. He shares personal stories to connect. A man who likes you secretly will often open up by sharing personal stories, experiences, or struggles, even if he normally keeps such things private. This behavior indicates trust and a desire to create emotional intimacy. By revealing parts of his life, he is inviting you into his world, signaling that he values your understanding and connection. These stories may include childhood memories, challenges, or ambitions, shared subtly during casual conversation. The goal isn't to boast, but to create a sense of closeness and allow you to see his authentic self. Sharing personal experiences also allows him to gauge your reactions, understand your values, and strengthen the emotional bond. Over time, you'll notice that he shares more with you than with others, reflecting the unique importance of your presence in his life. This openness often comes with vulnerability, which he may disguise with humor or casual language to avoid appearing too emotional. By consistently choosing to reveal parts of himself, he demonstrates that he likes you more than he admits. It's a silent way of saying, "I trust you, and I want you to know me," without explicitly confessing feelings. Recognizing this pattern helps you see the depth of his affection hidden beneath his composed exterior. 11. He tries to impress you without being obvious. A man who secretly likes you will often make subtle efforts to impress you, but he does it in ways that don't seem forced or over the top. He may casually mention achievements, skills, or experiences that he thinks you would admire, but he frames them in conversations naturally, so it doesn't seem like bragging. This behavior shows he wants to gain your attention and approval without making his feelings too obvious. You might notice him performing small acts of skill, humor, or kindness when you are around, perhaps fixing something, solving a problem, or showing off his talents in ways that feel spontaneous. He may also seek opportunities to highlight shared interests, subtly proving that he aligns with your values or passions. Even his body language or tone may change slightly when he is trying to impress, becoming more animated or attentive. Over time, you begin to notice a pattern of these subtle efforts, especially when compared to his interactions with others. These small demonstrations are his way of communicating that he cares about your perception and wants to stand out in your eyes. Unlike overt gestures, these are quiet signals that reflect thoughtfulness and emotional investment. The fact that he consistently tries to impress you without explicitly stating his feelings is a clear indication that he likes you more than he admits. By observing these actions carefully, you can see the hidden affection behind his composed demeanor. 12. He notices changes in your appearance or mood. When a man likes you more than he admits, he will pick up on subtle changes in your appearance or emotional state. He might notice if you changed your hairstyle, wore a new outfit, or even altered your routine in small ways. Similarly, he will sense when you are happy, upset, or stressed, often before anyone else does. This heightened awareness indicates that he pays attention to you consistently, beyond casual observation. He may compliment these changes or adjust his behavior to respond to your mood, perhaps offering support, comfort, or shared laughter. This attentiveness is a subconscious way of showing that he values your well-being and wants to be emotionally present for you. Even if he doesn't express his feelings verbally, his actions demonstrate that he cares deeply about the little details that make you unique. Over time, you may notice that he seems more invested in noticing patterns about you than he does with anyone else. The effort to remember and react to these changes reflects emotional investment and attraction. It's a clear sign that he likes you more than he admits, as he is consciously or subconsciously prioritizing your feelings and presence over others. 13. he finds ways to be near you physically. Physical proximity is a strong nonverbal signal of attraction. A man who likes you secretly will often find excuses to be close to you without making it obvious. This could be standing near you in a group, sitting next to you during meetings, or choosing routes that allow him to cross paths with you. He may also engage in casual touches, a tap on the shoulder, brushing your arm, or helping with something, designed to create connection without overstepping boundaries. These actions reflect his desire for closeness while respecting social norms or your comfort. Physical closeness allows him to experience your presence more intimately, reinforcing emotional attachment and attraction. Even if he doesn't verbalize his feelings, his repeated attempts to be near you communicate his interest. Over time, the pattern of seeking proximity becomes noticeable, especially if he avoids such behavior with others. These subtle moves are not random. They are deliberate attempts to maintain connection and signal affection. Recognizing these behaviors is a clear indicator that he likes you more than he admits. 14. He acts differently around you than others. One of the clearest signs that a man likes you more than he admits is the way his behavior shifts when he is around you compared to how he acts with others. This difference may be subtle at first, but over time, it becomes more noticeable and consistent. While he may appear calm, composed, or even indifferent around friends, colleagues, or strangers, his personality often changes in your presence. This change is a reflection of his deeper feelings, his desire to impress you, and his nervousness about how you perceive him. When a man likes you, he tends to pay closer attention to your reactions, words, and emotions, which can make him act more animated or engaged when interacting with you. You may notice him smiling more, laughing at your jokes even if they are not that funny, or leaning in slightly when talking. His voice may change, softening, becoming warmer, or taking on a tone that is more personal than his regular conversations with others. Even subtle gestures, like fidgeting with his hands, adjusting his clothing, or maintaining slightly more eye contact, indicate that he is aware of your presence in a way that he is not with anyone else. Another way this manifests is in his conversational style. He may be more thoughtful, careful with his words, or try to match your energy, humor, or pace of speaking. You might notice he is more attentive, remembering small details you've mentioned previously, which he might not do with others. Sometimes, he may also act a little more playful or teasing, showing a side of his personality that he keeps reserved for you. This behavioral shift is his way of creating a personal connection, subtly signaling that he values your attention and emotional engagement. It's important to understand that these differences are often unconscious. He may not even realize he is acting differently. It's a natural response when someone is attracted to another person. His brain is processing your presence differently, focusing more on pleasing you, avoiding mistakes, and making a memorable impression. This heightened awareness can make him appear slightly nervous, more attentive, or more eager to impress. The key to spotting this sign is observation. Compare how he behaves with you versus how he interacts with his friends, co-workers, or acquaintances. The contrast is often telling. If he reserves smiles, jokes, or compliments specifically for you, or if his body language changes in subtle ways, it is a strong indication of hidden attraction. Over time, these differences become patterns that reflect his feelings more accurately than his words ever could. Ultimately, when a man acts differently around you than he does with others, it is a clear signal that he likes you more than he admits. His behavior demonstrates that your presence affects him emotionally, mentally, and physically in ways that are distinct from his normal interactions. Paying attention to these nuanced differences allows you to recognize his hidden affection and understand the depth of his unspoken feelings. 15. He supports you quietly from behind the scenes. One of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, signs that a man likes you more than he admits is the way he supports you quietly without seeking recognition. Unlike overt displays of affection or attention, this type of support is subtle and consistent, reflecting genuine care and emotional investment. When a man likes you, he wants to see you succeed, be happy, and feel secure. But he may hesitate to express his feelings directly. Instead, he chooses to help you in ways that might go unnoticed by others, quietly ensuring that your life is easier, smoother, or more enjoyable. This support can take many forms. He might provide practical help, like offering advice on challenges you're facing, assisting with tasks, or making things more convenient for you in ways that don't draw attention. For example, he may check in on projects, share helpful resources, or quietly advocate for you in social or professional settings. He could also offer emotional support, listening when you need to vent, encouraging you when you feel uncertain, or subtly reminding you of your strengths. The common thread is that his actions are not about owning praise. They're about helping you and demonstrating care without making a show of it. Quiet support also reflects a deep sense of attentiveness. He notices your needs, sometimes even before you express them, and takes action in ways that reflect thoughtfulness and consideration. This is significant because it shows that he values you on a personal and emotional level. He wants to contribute positively to your life, but without overtly declaring his feelings, which might make him vulnerable. By acting behind the scenes, he maintains his composure while still nurturing a connection with you. Another aspect of this behavior is discretion. He doesn't broadcast his efforts to others or use them to gain attention. Instead, his focus is entirely on your comfort and well-being. Over time, this consistent, quiet investment signals genuine affection. It may seem like small gestures individually, but when you look at the pattern, it becomes clear that he is emotionally invested. Supporting someone quietly also highlights a sense of patience and long-term thinking. He doesn't rush or demand immediate recognition for his efforts. Instead, he subtly creates a foundation of trust, reliability, and emotional safety. This creates a strong bond, often making his feelings more meaningful than someone who is overtly expressive but less consistent. Ultimately, a man who supports you quietly from behind the scenes is demonstrating his feelings in the most authentic way possible. His actions show that he likes you more than he admits, because he is willing to invest his time, effort, and emotional energy to improve your life without expecting anything in return. Paying attention to these patterns allows you to recognize the depth of his unspoken affection and appreciate the sincerity of his care.